Hello, or as they say in Japan, bonjour. I wasn't really sure I was going to take that, to be honest. Welcome to the adventures of Consummate Panchi, Kokushi of Echigo, the mighty, powerful Japanese lord with magical eye powers, magical girls, magical robots, and just about all things magical. Yesterday, magical balls fell from the sky, and somebody in the comment section was very not happy about that. My god, absolutely frothing at the mouth at the thought of me adding Dragon Balls to a video game. Anyway, there was no episode yesterday because it was the Rimworld series finale, but because it was the Rimworld series finale yesterday, it means there's no Rimworld today, which means we've got all the time in the world to spend with Consummate Panchi. So, where do we want to start then? Obviously I added, Wyvern Balls. Earlier I said Dragon Balls. That is a copyrighted property and not at all related to the Wyvern Balls, what I've added. We could keep trying to collect those, but like I said, these are incredibly difficult to collect. I mean, collecting 7 artifacts in CK2 is really, really difficult. Anyway, collecting any targeted artifacts in CK2 is really, really difficult. Anyway, particularly when some of these magical Wyvern Balls have gone to on-landed characters. This dude, for example, how the fuck are we ever going to get it off of him? He's not within Diplo range. We can't raid him. We can't steal from him because he's unlanded. And these other guys are all way out of Diplo range. We can't just turn up to their borders and raid them and hopefully grab it. Some we can. I think like the King of Navarre, for example, on the coast. No, he's not. He's not even on the coast. We can't even raid him. So this is going to be really, really difficult, despite what that one man who was frothing at the mouth in the comment section the other day said. This is not just going to be some crazy overpowered cheat mod. Alright, forget about the Wyvern Balls. We'll check on them occasionally, and if any come up as a good target, if any start making their way towards Asia, we can grab them then. We need to expand the domain of House Panchi. Also, we need to change our fucking flag. How long has it been? A moth? A butterfly? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Well, I know what it is, and that is no longer our flag. Is there a dog? A dancing dog? I mean, the dog did have a fan. That one's pretty cool. Damn. I like that one. Kind of goes well with our eye powers as well, doesn't it? Hang on. What color are our eyes? They're black in the center and then gold on the outside. Okay, hang on. Let's see if we can do something like that. Oh, color 7 looks pretty good. Yeah, like a filthy shit. That's incredible. Right, I'm going to go through very quickly and see if there are any that more accurately suit Clan Panchi. Okay, I found the one I want. Here we are. All right, there we are. 420 plays it. Perfect. Well, I don't know. Look, I do want the dancing dog, but I very much doubt there is going to be a dancing dog in this. I can make my own. Could always make my own little icon here. We'll go through a few more. If not, we'll try and match the eye color. Like I said, oh man, I love the off-center ones. Those are just frustrating enough that I think it would piss some people off. And let's try and find a really horrible oh yeah. I mean, it's always going to be that one plus something else, isn't it? Oh, hang on, that one. That's it. That's it, the off-center hideous circle. I love it. So yesterday then, or last time we played, Panchi Freezer came of age. Panchi Freezer is quick, burly. It obviously has that great tier eye power. It's plus 10 to everything, 2.5 health, and plus 75 personal combat. Also went mad and stubborn. So kind of suits his namesake a little bit then. And we married him off to Pat Butcher Panchi. Which is another great name. She's obviously got the superior tier 1 as well. So we're hoping that their kids eventually, if they ever wake up their eye powers, eventually one of these kids are going to have something really, really good. And then if they have a kid with superior things, then we can marry them to Panchi. Can you seduce your own daughter in CK2? I'll get back to you on that one. Oh, silly me. It was there. I was at the bottom of the list. Right, sorry. I was looking everywhere else but on this button right here. So, I mean, well, obviously we already knew this was the thing. Let's start work on the future generation. Did any of them end up with... Oh, God, maybe not you. Why is she so filthy? I don't know. Not even in that way either. Not in the way that the seduction focus would be focusing on. Anyway, let's move on to Game for the Whole Family. I've decided to seduce my own daughter, Pat Butcher. The sheer taboo of it is thrilling. The scandal by Amaterasu, the scandal would be epic. The risk makes it even more exciting. We've got to keep the bloodline going. To be honest, I was kind of hoping we could... Actually, no. I'm not deviant. She's a low tier one. We want to go for the ones that have the high tier or I mean, superior being kind of the minimum bar to entry. Otherwise, we're just losing momentum. I assume that's how the system works. I'll be honest. I have no idea how the inheritance works. I assume that 2 superior parents are more likely to have superior children, and 2 inferior... Oh, God, YouTube's going to love this one. inferior parents will have inferior children. Anyway, I'm going to go and specifically look for the superior tier. There is only Pat Butcher. Oh, Pat Butcher, our son's... Oh, our sister. Oh, okay, that works. That's fine. Of course, we married her to the great tier, so it might be better to let him work his magic on her. But it couldn't hurt if both of us were trying it. I'm attending a festive outing with Pat Butcher. With half the court around as chaperones, it would normally be hard to spend any time alone with the target of my affection. But Pat Butcher is my sister, so I should be above suspicion. I'll take a long walk alone with her. Arm in arm, Pat Butcher and I wander off into a nearby stream. We have laughed and shared confidences for hours. I whisper into her ear, make a lewd suggestion. A Pat Butcher, wanna clap... look. I don't know where I was going with that. Let our love grow. It was easy. That's it. That's genuinely all it took. Babby's... Oh, no. Babby will be formed. A daughter was born to Frieza, and Pat Butcher named Hatsuiko. But again. They don't awaken the eyes when they're older, do they? I'm not going insane, am I? Maybe that's always been a mechanic, and I've just somehow ignored it. Maybe what it was the first generation had it by default, because they were the ones when the event fired that were alive at that time. I'm not sure. We need to keep an eye on some of these kids that have just recently been born and see if any of those guys unlock the powers too. I mean, we've got this kid who's also got superiors here. Well, let's remember that... oh, wait, she's also got greats here. Right, yeah, she does. I remember her now. What is that one? That's high tier as well. Holy shit. Oh, and she's a bastard too. Let's legitimize her. Obviously, we need to legitimize her. That's insane. That's the plus 12 one. Yeah, see, all of our characters' kids have all got their powers now. Or maybe it checks it like once a year or something along those lines. So let's check some of the kids that we've married off. Actually, I should actually marry off some of the kids. That would also kind of help. So we can't marry them to their siblings. We're not going to play as Tianxia anyway. So we might as well marry him off to... She'll do. She's got tall. I mean, Astute is... mute is not really a big issue. Midas touch, sure. Gets a little bit more fertility out of that. Yeah, you'll do, whatever. There we go. Okay, I want to make sure they're all married off. And more to the point, I want to check whether or not their kids are actually unlocking their powers here. See, the only one that's had kids is Frieza. And neither of his have them. Although we can just remember that, right? We can keep an eye on it and see, oh my god, he's turned her into a magical girl. Shit. So, I did allow the AI access to this decision. As long as the province they're in has a magical girl laboratory, there's no reason they can't do it. Maybe I should stick a cash cost on it so that the AI aren't constantly turning their daughters into magical girls. This kid's also burly, which might imply that when her eyes awaken, that she is going to be the same tier as us, right? Because we're burly, or one of our kids got burly in the same tier. Either way, let's keep an eye on that kid in particular and see if eventually she awakens her powers. So it was, right, so we'll go for you then. Kakademe, and I'm going to mark you as special interest, and then we'll keep an eye on her, no pun intended, and just see if it happens at a particular age or something like that. Panchi Frieza, the husband of my lover, Panchi Pat Butcher, shot me by asking him face to face if we're having an affair. The pig-headed bastard, I'll kill him. No. Flatly deny. Never heard of her before. I've never once laid eyes on this woman. And then I promise it won't be much more of this interfamilial bonding time. We will focus on expansion. Speaking of which, there's your expansion. It was just a county claim, but we'll leave him there and we'll keep that going. Hopefully we'll get a duchy. Koku Shifujin Satamoji Megamiko is the target of my seduction. It's now my wife, making further efforts rather pointless. Oh, that's so annoying. I didn't realize there was actually a way that the game will prevent you from seducing. Oh, that's so stupid. I don't know why the game wouldn't let you do that. Oh, the magical girl does have it now. So they do just awaken. They're not born with it. Right. I mean, we've answered the question there. So if we keep it on her eventually, my lover... Oh, that's one of our concubines, right? Oh, that's just one of the random women we seduced in court. Fair enough. So it is purely random. We don't have to worry about it straight away. We don't have to stress out if a kid isn't born with that trait, because there's a chance they can just awaken it anyway. I assume it's just anybody with this one that allows them to gain that. Oh my god. Bad Butcher is with child. How old is she? She's 44, so this is definitely the last kid she has. Well, there we go. Okay. It's kind of annoying that it isn't his kid instead, because obviously he's got the higher eye powers. That would have been a lot more useful. We've got the option to become Japanese feudal. Why? Should we do that? What do we write now? Confucian bureaucracy. I don't know what the difference is. It's easier for your subjects to get feudal government, but you can take more actions against them. Ah, so our... Right, because our liege is imperial. So we can become feudal because we're a duke now. I bet we've had that since we became a duke. That in turn will... Oh, that's quite nice. We got a little cherry blossom. Little what is it, sakura, I think is the actual word for it. Anime memes aside. And then we've got a little kind of pink portrait. I thought we genuinely were tribal for a second. So I imagine Consomme Panchi is going to live for a very, very long time. Given that gives +2 health, and then he's got his golden drop. Gives another 2.5 health. And then does this one not give... This one also gives 8 health. Man, that's way too powerful for a generic bloodline. That means everybody of our dynasty is going to live for years and years and years and years and years on end. I never considered that. I genuinely might nerf that. I don't know what the mod maker was thinking, but that's like horribly, horribly OP. Even if that gave no health bonus at all, the eye power is given the health bonus and the golden drop too. Our golden shower at this point is way too strong. Consomme Panchi had a slow child. Fine, we'll legitimize the slow child. Hey, oh, that wasn't... Panchi Freezer and Pat Butcher. Oh, God, this one's inbred as well. Squibwar! Yikes. Are there any inbred anime characters? What a question I never thought I'd be asking myself. I mean, it's not wrong, is it? Thrift. I need to make sure some of these kids are being educated too. So... Who is going to be the generation to succeed us, then? The only choice we've got right now is... Oh, Christ, he's our next logical heir? Because he's our current heir's kid. We might have to, when we end up... If we ever end up playing as Frieza, remarry him and see if we can just pass this down through a regular marriage. But I'm hoping with the family tree being big enough, eventually you're going to get dynasty members who are like distant cousins. Not genetically, obviously. Everybody's basically twins at this point. But in terms of game mechanics, they'll be cousins, if not further, and they can be married, even though they've all kind of come from the same two people. Oh, nice. They've become Chinese imperial, so I think that means we can now offer them characters. What about this guy here? We're offering a eunuch. Okay, I mean this guy here is pretty fantastic. Hopefully they will. No, oh, for fuck's sake. We'll keep him at core. Oh, does that mean we get grace for that? Okay, cool. It didn't say we did, but we'll see how it goes. What about... let's stop by Marshall then. What about this guy? He would make for a pretty good commander. It's one of the vassals. Okay, did not then. How am I supposed to know if these are granting us grace? Send him some sake? Sure, here you go. It will be given to a vassal. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, we can request a physician now, though. So we know that we must have some grace from that. Send him some golden bracelets. Still not happy about it. It always says change grace by 0, but I wonder if that's a bug more than anything else. Ah, there you go. So the one I was keeping an eye on actually has also got their powers. Just to reiterate that it does work. It just takes a little bit of time for that to kick in. I actually might do a nerf of the blood right now. I might completely remove the health bonus, but also remove the fertility malice. And then have it so it's just, obviously, the strength of their eyes and the purity of their blood given the health bonus, rather than just a bloodline, which, like I said, is kind of super overpowered. Now, I just had a bit of a look at some of the mods we got going on right now, because, to be honest, the mod pack is so big, I don't know what we've got. Is that a little axe he's got there? What is that? Katana... He's got, like, look, he's quite clearly got an axe in his profile picture. I think that's one exactly from Skyrim as well. Anyway, I was looking at some of the mods that we've got going on, because we've got way too many, and with the additional Bloodlines mod, not only can we forge a charismatic bloodline, which we can see there, if you defeat an opponent when they have a decisive advantage over you, so say, for example, if poor Consomme Panchi were to fight the Emperor of Japan and win, we would get a bloodline representing our great victory. Oh, I don't know if I talked about this yet, actually, but I nerfed it right down. I actually did the opposite, so I took away all the health, so that's -8 health. I took away the fertility bonus, actually gave us a little bit of a fertility bonus instead. So our characters aren't going to be immortal, but we've got bonus fertility to make up for it. So our family members aren't going to... Because to be honest, even with the +8 health, even -5% fertility, we're still going to end up with thousands of family members, because no one's going to die. So this way, it's kind of a nice compromise where the characters will still live a kind of regular age. The more powerful ones, the ones with these like crazy powerful genes, will live longer, and the other ones will die out as if they're a regular character. I think that's quite a fun idea. That way it gives us more of an incentive to also try and specifically breed this one in. It gives us something worth fighting for rather than just being a god by birth, which I think is a little bit weird. Anyway, the point that I'm getting at is we also have $1,232 dues in our bank account right now. We could, if we're feeling brave... Oh, aspiring poet, randomly. If we're feeling brave, based on the fact that we've also got 32 martial and 97 personal combat and our boatload of relatives who are equally as skilled in combat, we could be looking at quite an easy conquest here. I mean, our weakest commander right now has 21 martial. So I'm thinking we could do some serious damage here, like the rise of our dynasty. Just go for independence. We should hopefully then gain a bunch more Casus Belli. Even if we don't, what's the alternative? We go back to fabricating claims, which we are anyway. I like this idea. The only problem I'm seeing with the idea is Japan is currently a suzerain to the Tibetan Chinese Empire, along with just about every other fucking empire in the realm. If we declare war on Japan, there's a good chance that they might call in the Emperor of Wei. I should say the Wei Emperor. And then we'll not only have to fight the 12,000 men, which already massively outnumbers us, but we would also have to fight another 83,000 men. If we're fast, though... Oh, shit, they've also got Korea. So we might also be fighting another 33,000 men, too. I'm not sure if the Chinese are called in as an ally, whether or not they can then call in the Koreans to help them. I'm not sure. What is that as well, by the way? Muism or Sinism is a prehistoric shamanistic religion of Korea. Never knew that. Cool. We need to be fast. If we're going to do this, we need to be fast and we need to hit them hard. So I'm thinking we should also probably try and build up whatever retinue we've got access to right now. We can build a little bit of a samurai retinue. It's going to be, what is that, 250 dudes. It's something. Mercenaries as well are going to really make the difference here. We've got the Dragon Army, which costs 70 gold per month. They are a 441 upfront cost, 11,000 men. I think we're just gonna have to take the gamble. So let's give our people some time to prepare for war then. Let's get you training troops. I had him on organizing the army because he's a Chinese commander, so he would have, I think he has the leadership traits. What's he got? Wave the dog? Yeah, Wave the dog is arguably one of the better Chinese traits there. Wave the dragon, kind of the best one still, but that's alright. So that'll give us a bit more... Sorry? Does not love me? Oh, cool. So that's going to give us a levy size bonus of 62.5%. We'll let that reinforce. We're going to get you collecting taxes in the hopes that we can get a few more... Ah, there we go. Get a few more dollar dues from the capital before war is declared. Hopefully we can get another tithe or something like that. Why don't we also sabotage province? I'm going to go all in on things I would never normally do. Because, again, we are fighting an enemy with a decisive advantage. Yamashiro is his capital, right? Yamashiro. Yes, it is. Okay, let's make sure that we... It's a bit of a clusterfuck around here, I will admit. Let's try and get Yamashiro being sabotaged. There's a chance that you can lower all sorts of things, like levy reinforcement, whatever. Is there much else we could do right now? We could sow some dissent. That way, if we're successful, we can lower his vassal size. To be honest, I think I'd rather just keep him on fabricate claims in case anything goes wrong there. All right, I'm going to take this, display the women balls off of special interest. I'm also going to take this one off of special interest as well. We gain poet for free. Oh, that's fine. That's quite cool. Oh, hang on. Japan are joining... Oh, they're tributary, right, in a war. Sorry, I thought China had called Japan in there. But that's not the case. And then these guys are at war with these guys. Okay, so Jurchens. Okay, right, fair enough. I was going to say, if China and Japan are already allies in a separate war, I don't believe they can be called in, which would have made our lives a lot easier, but that's all right. I still think as long as we get out there fast and we hit them hard, right in the capital, where it hurts, we might be able to get this war done quickly. Not only do we get our independence, then we might get some more cast spell, and again, we get that really cool bloodline. I guess we'll join the Berserkers. These are the ones with the higher... Yeah. So slightly more dangerous, but you get much more prestige out of it. Kind of live fast, live hard, die young. YOLO. Live? How does YOLO mean live fast? Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. I'm down with the kids. Not that YOLO... Not that YOLO is at all down with the kids. Trying to work out. That doesn't add up. Those letters are not the fucking same at all. I was actually born in the 14th century. I keep it. It's pretty tricky to keep up with at least 4 letters that people on the internet talk about all the time. Okay, right. Trademaster. Whoa, my god. 40 martial, 28 stewardship. We need to get equality. We need to get gender equality if we've got these crazy eyes going on. We've taken on Baoming Panchi as our... Can we legitimize her? Oh, she is legitimized. And she's our child. We need gender equality here. This is insane. We're a Japanese minor authority, so we can't do fuck all about that. What about our capital? Oh, it's also a viceroyalty. That gives us another reason to go for our independence. We'd actually keep it. Okay, fair enough. Samurai are going to take a little bit longer to reinforce. Oh, I shouldn't have given one of those 250 gold. We could use that on mercenaries. All right, let's let this civil war kind of kick on. That's a thumb. You can't convince me that it's not just a hairy thumb. I have a perfect opportunity for you. Thank you, Mr. Hairy Thumb. He wants us to go on a bounty hunt. The Emperor, he wants us to go on a bounty hunting mission to fight the Emperor of Japan. What? That's a hell of a way to declare war. My God. Talk about slapping him with a glove. He wants to bribe us. The bounty is trying to avoid his fate by offering a small amount of ducats. If we kill him, his successor is a 2-year-old boy throwing the realm into complete chaos, and then we can swoop in. I like it. Would we like to do that? No. I will only accept payment in blood. Draw your sword, Emperor Tenno. 81 personal combat versus 102. We're dead. I'm not angry. I'm not angry. It was a risky duel. It was a risky duel. But I was not expecting to lose it. We gave him a black eye, though. I don't think that was enough still. Go on, then. You join the Berserkers as well. This guy can join fucking everything because he's that good. So now we are the somewhat crazed Freezer Panchi. I mean, let's go for war to start off with. We need to get remarried as well. Let's groom an heir. Let's get remarried to someone with, hopefully, any of the... let's just type in blood and see if we can marry... Have we seriously got no relatives that are valid candidates for marriage yet? No cousins? No distant relatives? Nothing at all. None of them have had kids yet. And that'll be the first generation we can actually marry. What if we go for a betrothal instead? Hang on. Arrange a betrothal between us and no one. Wow. I should have probably, in that case, taken... I should have possibly taken the... Should have possibly taken the seduction folks and gone with some of our sisters. That's alright. We'll be fine for the timing. Let's go ahead and take some concubines. Hanako is fertile, Midas touch, she'll do. Even if she hasn't got many more years of Babby being formed. She's really good as well. Tall, burly, Midas touch. I think we're just taking on all of our father's old concubines in hindsight. You know, sloppy seconds and all that. There we are. Okay, she was also apparently our character's lover, which is a bit strange. Cool, right. Now we've got to go with 34 Marshal. And we've obviously got that upgraded plus 10 to everything as well, which is quite nice. And 74 additional personal combat is quite good. Let's go ahead and manage a realm. Let's condense our blood. That would be a good start. Before we go to war, let's make sure we've maxed out our health. Just in case we get maimed or severely injured or something. No. Emperor, slayer of my father, you will not be forgotten. War games. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, you're hosting dinner for some local dignitaries. When the full moon comes into view, trembling, you excuse yourself and hurry up the stairs to your bedchamber while stripping off your clothes. Great. We lose 20 prestige because we're nuts. So, there is actually a specific... Oh my god, we lost the duchy. Whatever, we'll still go for independence. More reason to go for independence now, isn't there? Take back our damn duchy. I was going to say there is a very specific outcome to the war games. I can't remember which way around it is, but I'm just going to Google the result. You know what? This is what we had last time. It's quickly try to defeat the hidden troops. I think. Yeah, that's it. If this event was more random, I would be a little more object to memorizing the answers, but the fact that it is just a set outcome every single time means you might as well just write that down or commit it to memory or whatever. Whoa, this is the best leadership trait option we could have hoped for. Inspiring leader, absolutely fantastic trait. Obviously 15% morale, defense, and damage. Siege leader is phenomenal. Or we've got armies that move with speed. Organizer, though, with shattered retreat. Sorry, not shattered retreat. With movement lock. Is so good. Strategically, I think Organizer is the best option because it means you can always catch armies no matter what unless they have something else to match you. Siege Leader is perfect for me. It's the impatient trait of specialty, given that you get... given that you could just burn down the buildings a lot sooner. But Inspiring Leader is also very good. I'm going to go with the Organizer trait. Because with the Orders of Chivalry mod, we can also upgrade that even further still. So we're in the Berserkers, right? Yeah. So that is the slightly more dangerous one. Now, I should also point out, joining the Berserker Society wasn't why we got murdered in that last duel. That was purely just Purely just bad RNG. You can already try and rank up in combat. We might as well go for it. Ask for a duel. We are going to be fighting this dude. 68 versus 146. I think we can skip this one fairly safely and just blitz straight ahead to the next rank. This is the first time I've ever actually used that in CK2. So, oh no, that's not true. We actually did it in the last series that we did on the real world, whichever that one was. Okay, what did he actually do then? Cause disruption. Local revolt risk plus 10%. Oh, wow, that's actually really significant. We can wait for a revolt to kick out and then go for him. Yeah, that is genuinely super significant. I assume we could just sort of leave him there and stick with it. Maybe the province modifier stack up. Because there are lots of different results, as far as I recall, that you can actually get from that. The fact that I don't know kind of goes to show how useless it is. Princess Minamoto of Japan is marrying Nobuji Panchi. I'm going to break that betrothal. I'm going to decline that betrothal. No, refuse. Decline. Break the betrothal. Get out of here. We don't... well, firstly, we don't want to give the noble house, the royals of Japan, access to potentially the bloodline. Secondly, we don't want to form... more importantly, we don't want to form the non-aggression pact. Oh, there you go. That's quite cool as well. So we've been a counselor for... Nagayoshi Nanbu for so long that we've gained a diplomacy. I really like that mod. I think it's such a cool little bonus thing that makes just perfect sense. I love the idea of characters being able to gain experience like that. It works for the AI as well, don't forget, so it's decently balanced. Oh, you know what? It actually gives you, I guess, more of a reason to pursue things like the ambitions to become counselors, obviously buying favors to get yourself a council position. Otherwise, to be fair, being the player and being on the council is a bit useless. Besides just gaining the vote, which, to be fair, you can normally just bribe the way through anyway. Besides getting to vote on laws, you just end up putting your life in danger. Obviously, if you're a marshal, you end up leading troops. If you are fabricating claims, you can end up being assassinated, let alone if you're a spy master too. There's just generally no reason to do it, but this is quite cool. This might be another permanent mod in my lineup. So we're currently at Golden Drop 3 out of 5. Like I said, I'm going to make sure that's finished before we go on to the actual war. So 2 more. Then we will, whatever gold we've got at that stage, we'll just raise mercenaries and we'll try and get our freedom. I guess now that we're... Oh, shit, we'd have to go to war, wouldn't we, against our liege first. Bollocks, I didn't consider that. We claim Niigata and take it permanently. No, I think independence would make more sense than declare independence immediately against the Shogun as well, with the same hired troops. In fact, we might even, because of the upgrades we've done, have more troops than our liege. No, we definitely don't. Oh, God. Wonder if there's any higher trait than this one here. This one here, the high tier one. That one's plus 12 to everything. I actually genuinely want to check the files to see if you can go any higher than that. Holy shit. Well, I won't spoil the specifics, but there is an even higher tier. I have no idea how you get that, whether it is just a random convergence again like these ones, but we've already got 2 high tier ones. If we can marry him to her. He's 27, she's 13. Is he main family? Main family, and you are also main family. If we get heir designation, or if we could get some other different heir... Oh, what relation are you to us? Uncles... Oh, man, that's a shame. We'd have to set up some weird... Is there, like, elective succession? There is elective. We could try and go for something like that to elect only those with the highest tier. Alternatively, because she's our half-sister, all we would have to do is eventually marry her off to our son. That way, that is in, and then hopefully we can get a son with our tier. That's got great tier and then superior tier. Combine those. What's he got? Superior tier. Oh, it's plus 8. That's what our first character had, wasn't it? So really, we haven't lost any. Oh, he was also inbred, and he's lost it now. Oh, yeah, I forgot that it did the sort of cleansing effect, too. So what was she? She was great tier, I believe. It wasn't great tier, apparently. Let's just sort by, I guess, just their skills. All right, that was it. High tier, she's also genius, he's quick, and has the superior tier. So we are still kind of risking an upgrade. I guess on average, it would just be the same trait as what we've got, because we've got the plus 10. She's got the plus 12, he's got the plus 8. But I think that's a fairly safe marriage. That's obviously the best we can get for him, so... 22 personal combat. Can we skip this one safely, do you think? Yeah, okay, we're good. You never know with that. There is obviously this slight variation to it. Legion went into battle. I plan on doing that very, very soon, my friend. How long until... This really does take a hell of a long time, doesn't it? We've been away for months and months and months right now. Let's go my... Let's go my dynasty. Married, no. And then... Start at the top. She is a magical girl. Ah, and she's great here. That's a shame, isn't it? Arrange a marriage between you and her. There you go. Fine. Done. Boom. And then let's go. You're 32. I need to make sure these people are married off. To anybody is fine, but obviously we're looking for the people with the abilities. I'm going to invite a load of women to court, because apparently we have no other valid candidates for marriage with our powers. Let's go ahead and find just any woman willing to join our court. Okay, good shit. So the only people I'm not able to marry off are the... That's such a shame that we're wasting her. Are the magical girls, and then obviously the 57-year-old woman. I've tried to set up betrothals that make sense as well. So we've got, say, her marrying him. They've both got the low tier. Doesn't really matter too much. It's better than obviously nothing at that point. There's always transfer mutating upwards, I assume. Let's get to it then. Let's go for our independence. Oh, wait, are we home yet? We're still not home? We're still not home. You can go for a rank up, and I think we'll probably nail it again. 186. Wow. Look at this dude. Some grizzled old war veteran. He's, like, scarred to shit. Wow. Let's give it a go. Let's just go for the slightly safer bets. Good start, good start. Jump attack. Always go for criticals. We've talked about this many times. Hey, we actually... Holy shit, we actually did it. I think I've ever seen a +3 before. Good shit. Wow. Okay. We're up to Wolf now. Gives another personal combat +20. Oh, also gives a sex pill. I never actually considered the bonus to that before. Our golden droplets have finally condensed into another mighty golden shower. Let's get to it. You, my friend, are dead as dicks. Round peace? Oh, you fuck. We haven't even got a notification telling us about round peace. Damn it. What happens if I go for this, then? Prepare for war. Ah, Casabella no longer... Okay, I thought that might be the case. Oh, look. We can rank up to the highest rank. Oh, my God. Okay. The last did 186, plus come at 221. I mean, I'll give it a go, but I feel like this is... Oh, my God. Lunge attack. Parry. Fucking hell, we didn't even land a hit. What's wrong with his head? Is it supposed to be a bandage? We can go on a warrior pilgrimage, seeing as we can't actually declare war right now. We've done a pretty good job of preparing for it, obviously. We've built up on levy size. We've got a retinue. Questionable retinue. We've got our golden droplet up to maximum. Now, this is quite a cool event for those of you who haven't seen it before. I'm sure many of you have. Added by the... Oh, that's quite good. Added by the Orders of Chivalry mod that will allow us to upgrade one of our leadership traits. So either Lightfoot Leader or Organizer can go up to the higher level. The upgraded version of Organizer is very, very good. So I'm hoping to hell we get that one. First step is getting close to the middle of the night, and you were prepared to sleep under the stars. It wasn't this old half-rotten shack. Spend the night inside. There is a chance for essentially getting some health from that. Burn it to... Oh, so we can burn it, spend the night, salvage something, or leave it. Let's see if we do that one. We've got a 1 in 5. So we've got 1 in 8 chance of dying. A 20% chance of that dying. I can't do that much maths. Oh, that's risky. Hey, we getting trusting. Oh, no, that's not good. I mean, I was kind of celebrating because we didn't die. Oh... This kid's a genius. Is he a genius by birth, though? Because his... Oh, I thought his mother was a genius, but... Oh, holy shit, that could be a good sign. Oh, it's a daughter as well. Bear in mind, this girl's a genius, and she's got the high tier. I wonder if that's another one. While roaming along a lonesome road, you shine a shiny demon in the middle of the road, and he calls himself Basil. Okay, my man Basil. Teach me, Basil. Chance of gaining... Oh, we're not even a trained fighter yet after everything we've done. I guess it's just a natural talent here. We got humbled a little bit by the last fight. Should we go for that one? There's a chance of getting brawny out of that. There's 6% chance of dying. We're fine. What do we gain from that? Oh, we actually got the novice fighter. Cool. What? Kokushi Ando has stolen one of my artifacts? Curse him and his liege. Why do we care about... Why do we care about the Shogun having this man? Oh, that's annoying. Stole one of my damn artifacts. Bear in mind, we could lose the Wyvern Balls that way as well. Just bear that in mind. Peasants told the whole country about a dragon. Fearsome dragon. Thou doth not scare me. Gain 1 marshal for free. That's what we need. More marshal. So we're either going to lose Lightfoot Leader, gain Skirmish Leader, or we're going to lose Organizer and gain Coordinator. And we got Coordinator. 30% movement speed, 15% retreat. Very nice. We can also try and rank up again. We still got to fight the old... We still got to fight the old dude. He's got an infection, though. 200... He's got infection and wounded. He's still got 247 personal combat. Fucking hell. It's Sasumata, Champion Blood Bear. Oh, he's actually got the Champion Bloodline. Wow. That's what you get if you successfully repel 10 people. Okay, it's time for a duel. We could actually die because we didn't let our wounds heal. He outpaces us by a ridiculous amount of personal combat as well. All right. Dodge. Shit. Target the center. Flare wildly. Always flare wildly. What? He yielded. Oh my god, I bet he yielded because he's got an infection. Ah, you become the new champion while the previous milk drinker will be shamed back into being a simple for yielding. Brilliant. Oh, well, that feels a little bit unfair now. We fought the old man while he was... I guess he could have declined it, but I don't know what happens if you decline it, whether or not you get demoted automatically. Well, there we go. We are now Bear. We certainly don't deserve the title of Bear because we kind of scummed our way up to it by fighting a bunch of wounded people. More importantly, we certainly do not have the skill to defend it right now. We need to get into shape. That's definitely something we need to do. Let's mark that special interest. And we'll also request military training. Try and level up our personal combat as much as possible. Someone's here. Oh my god, it was the dude that we beat. He's actually turned up to train us. That's quite cool. We can try and give Son Conscientious. Conscientious is a good trait. Seeing as he's only got Idolizer so far, I'm fine with that. Diligent or Temperate, both of which are good. Diligent is obviously pretty good. Xeris Erudite or Frail. Frail would really suck, but to be fair, we're training him in Thrift rather than Martial, so it's not all bad. He could be anything he wants. Like, this kid was born pretty great. I can't believe that the traits not only give plus massive amounts of the stats, but then you also guarantee gaining quick, genius, strong, whatever, which I assume follows regular inheritance as well. Man, this mod is so fucking overpowered. Oh, we gain, look, diplomacy and intrigue. Whoa. That's a really cool... Why do we gain diplomacy and intrigue, I wonder? Maybe it's just random stats based on what you're doing? That's not something you see every day. Do you have for Sicily? You guys have fun with that? I don't know why it's telling us, given that we're again the other side of the planet and completely unrelated culture and religion groups to that. Right, so we're currently undergoing our training then. Followers advice... I mean, we know what he's talking about. The downside to that is we might get stubborn. We've already got stubborn, so there's really no downside to it. Oh, wow, there we go. 50% chance of getting wrath. Is it based on his skills? I never actually considered that before. Chances of getting wrath or 50% chance of improving our fighting skills. Either way, we're getting martial out of it. We did get wrath. Not too bad. It's taken us up to 42 martial. We can't sabotage the capital anymore. There's a limit to how much you can do it. Wow. Okay. I guess we're going to steal tech from... Surely China has some of the best tech in the game. Yeah, it really, really does. Holy shit. What are they building there? Oh, right. Walls. Plains of Bianjing. The Great Wall has for decades shielded. That's not the Great Wall. It's a little bit too low down for that. But, you know, that's quite cool nonetheless. They're actually following through. I mean, seeing the AI build any tier 2 wonder is quite impressive. Right, next thing then. We have to repel 10 defenders if we want to gain the bloodline like our previous rival line, I guess now Mentor has. If we get that, coupled with the bloodlines we've got, the Immortal Blood, the bloodline we've got in anime, plus the Overcoming Great Odds bloodline, which is quite a cool little feature, this guy is going to really stack the dynasty up for generations and generations. That and our very impressive breeding program. I was thinking about like they're a prized heifer or something. Skip the dual engine, and we lost. Why did I do it? To be honest, I did it because there's almost 60 points personal combat between them. And now we've lost our rank already. Fucking hell. We'll leave it there for today then. We'll climb our way back up the ranks. We will gain those bloodlines hopefully very soon. And then tomorrow, I'm going to take the whole of Japan. That's right. I said it. The entire damn thing. Get the double independence, get the bloodline, and get ourselves to the throne. See if we can get that imperial court. More importantly, get those 1,000 concubines. That's all I'm doing it for. I don't want land or power. Thank you to Sweetsy, Layla, Asuna Kirito, Roll2D1 Games, Siltworm, Amethyst Corona, Scorch, Darth Hawk, Goatfather, Facunda Vasquez, Aromatic Fool, Alchemia, Scary, Scurvy, Vacuous Bacchus, Caden Carter for their support, the Insane Tier levels on Patreon. Of course, everyone else at the Insane Tiers as well for making the channel possible in the first place. Big thank you to these guys for their excessive channel support. Thank you as well to Cobalt Lotus, Jessica Smith, Shardul, Llewellyn Thomas, Harry Soft, Warcats, Astro, Better Valerian, Proximity Jones, Jacob Wolfie, Ben Taylor, Demon X Jester, Joseph Beer, Betimus Max, Chronic Blob, and everyone else at Patreon as well for their support making the channel possible in the first place.